Mikal, what did you like about how your team was able to respond here tonight and go into this game?
No, it was good. Like playing a desperate team, desperate to get a win, and the whole world knows they're losing streak and everything. So they're gonna come out and play hard, and we're desperate too. So let's go out there playing hard and trying to definitely win this game.
Was that a conversation just about the losing streak on that side of things and the history that could have been made here tonight going into this game?
Not too much on the history, but just know where they're at. And I mean, they're not a bad team. It's just you kind of get in that funk where you keep losing. So like you'll play well, then it's kind of like when things get tight towards the end, it's just tough to win a game. You know what I'm saying? And so you can't sleep on them because they talented as hell and they can go out there and beat you. So you just got to keep staying locked in. But yeah, we need this win bad.
They were able to cut it close there in the third quarter. How did you guys take this to a different level and extend that stretch and gain the momentum back?
Just playing hard, getting stops. I think, getting back in transition, stopping transition, and stop fouling. We're getting stops and then pushing it because, us in transition is definitely a plus for us. So just getting stops and not fouling helps a big time.
Mikal, you mentioned the urgency coming in. For you guys with this 5-game losing streak, I guess, how much were you guys trying to just alleviate the pressure of that more than necessarily avoid the history that Detroit was facing?
Yeah, see, I didn't even know the history. I don't think nobody really, maybe people knew, but it wasn't really talked about. But we just didn't want to lose. You know what I mean? We needed this win, and know we're going to play them again. But, we needed that. We had a streak of our own going, and just wanted to start a streak going on a good side.
And for you, I guess this is another game where you started off really well. The shooting came back. Was it just confidence that at some point the shots are going to just find themselves, no matter how many times you kept putting up, the shots are going to find and fall, and you get off that slump a little bit, the mini slump?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the frustrating thing. I was getting to everything I wanted to get to these past games when I was struggling and just weren't going in. So that was always the toughest thing. Like, I'm getting to what I like, and just the ball wasn't falling. So just staying with it. Yeah, I definitely was a trip. I've been in slumps before, so the only way to get yourself out one is to shoot out of it. So just kept playing my game and being aggressive.
Monty said pregame that he still talks to you and Cam, spoke fondly obviously about coaching you guys and your time in Phoenix. Has it been difficult to see him, go through what he's going through right now in his first year outside the Suns organization?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely won't want that on anybody, but especially not Mont. Such a great dude and works so hard and really good coach. So it's tough. I know he's a big he big faithful guy, and just all part of the story. So just sometimes you gotta struggle to get to what you want, and but yeah, that's my guy. Obviously, I don't want him losing like this, but God got something for him towards the end, and it's just something he has to go through.
You mentioned last night that you really wanted to get going at the same time as Cam Thomas was playing well, and you guys both had strong offensive starts today. Why do you think you were able to both get out to a good start in that first half?
I just think because I feel like we both score 25 a night, and I think he was on pace for that. I think towards the end of the fourth, I think he got subbed out, but he was on pace for that as well. But, yeah, I just know it's going to be tough offensively to guard us if we both got it going, because if they start blitzing, just trapping, you got Clax rolling with Spence and Cam, and then when Doe and everybody subs in, we have guys that can hoop. So it's like you're getting other guys that can shoot and play wide open shots. So that was kind of the biggest thing, and that's what I was frustrated about personally, just me struggling, and when he's having big games and not helping him, because I just know it'll be a tough, if we're scoring, on offense pretty well and efficient, it'd be tough to beat.
Mikal, you spoke about how you felt during that shooting slump that you had. How do you feel about your game now that you've broken out of that with the way you played tonight?
Feel good. Just definitely passing and finding guys and adding more to just developing my game. I think just coming off pick and rolls, I tend to always, find the weak side and everything. But just trying to develop, finding the pocket, hitting the bigs on the pocket, reward them. So just trying to just add layers to the game. So, I'm not easy to guard where they could steal out knowing I'm throwing it across the court. Just keeping them honest and keeping them guessing. So just happy I can reward my bigs because they work so hard, set good screens, do all the little things. But yeah, just trying to play a complete game.
Mikal, what was it like to play in this game as Monty, the opponent head coach, and now getting ready to see him as the next game as well?
It was just great to see him. Great to see him, J-Jack, everybody over there. Just excited to see him. Just all those guys, I miss them all. It was tough because right after the trade, it was just you don't got time to sit and talk and everything. The season goes on, life goes on. So when we were in New York, that was back in Phoenix, and we were just far apart from each other. So it was just great to see them, and it's always put a smile on my face when I see them.
Does it make it even more special that you just see him in a couple of days too? Now, back in his territory of Detroit.
Yeah, it's cold. It's dope down on the East Coast. So we see him about 4 times.
Hey, Mikal over here. Monty talked pregame about how emotional the trade was last season when it went down. Is there any parting message that he left with you that you kind of stuck with as you got here in Brooklyn?
At the time, no. He was just emotional, and I was emotional, and at that, I think I got so many life lessons from him throughout all the years. I think there wasn't not one thing he said right after I got traded that just was different. It's just I got so many life lessons and things that I carry with to this day. And I'm always never lose your spirit is a big thing I go off, and I got that from him. He used to always tell me that back in Phoenix when I'm playing off ball and playing as hard as I can on defense, and then sometimes I feel like I'm not getting it on offense. So to stay in the corner, I'll get frustrated at times, and just always tell me don't ever lose my spirit. So that's the biggest thing I take from him. But at the moment, no, it was just emotional, upset knowing that that the run's over with, and you're just not gonna be around each other every day. Yep, thanks.